Greetings, everybody. I've gotten pretty nerdy on you with showing off my comic book collection with some of the other videos that I posted. I don't know if anyone's even watched those, but if you have, hope you found them amusing. But I'm about to go real nerdy on you here. Um, when we were reading some of the anthologies, there were some that included like classic comic strips in them, so I thought I would show off something that's kind of a weird intersection between a lot of different hobbies that I have. I collect stamps, and I also collect trading cards, and obviously I like comics. So this is like a culmination, a weird crossover between all three. So I'm gonna date myself here and also show how nerdy I am with this, but that's okay. But I collect stamps. Stamp collecting is a weird hobby. Like there are so many stamps out there that you kind of have to either choose a very specific type of art that you like on stamps, or from a certain country, or some people like to collect stamps that are valuable. There are a lot of stamps that are somewhat valuable, but those ones are almost like so valuable that it's kind of hard to collect those unless you're like rich. So, but I just collect random stamps. It was something that I was more into as a kid, but I still do have my stamp collection. But anyways, these cards, these trading cards that I'm about to show you, are from the great decade of the 1990s. I don't think this product really exists anymore, like a lot of products from the 90s. Like Pogs is another one that I'm really into. But so these cards, these trading cards, are called Stampers cards, and the post office and a lot of like other like random companies kind of got together and made these Stampers cards. They were basically trading cards that you could collect that would have art and interesting like factoids about stamps, and then you would actually physically attach the actual stamp to the card. So these ones that I have here are related to the class. Obviously, they're comic strip classics. Um, so there's a bunch of different classic comic strips that they made stamps for, and you would attach the stamp to the card. And it's really interesting how you mount stamps when you're displaying them. Like you can display stamps in like a book. I have a book of stamps that I show off some of my like other collection stuff on my YouTube channel if anyone's interested in that. But basically, when you mount a stamp to like a card or a book or whatever, you you don't want to usually lick the whole thing because it's kind of gross, honestly. Like that, you used to have to lick stamps. Now they have self-adhesive stamps, but you would basically lick a small corner of the stamp and attach it to a piece of plastic, and then mount it to the card or the book. Then they would send you supplies on how to do that. When I was a kid, I was part of this Kenmore stamp club, and they would just send you these huge grab bags, these lots of stamps, and um, for these they would sort of I was subscribed to this magazine called Philatelic Magazine, which is I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but philatelics is people who collect and study stamps, basically. But Philatelic Magazine would sell this stuff, and I would buy some of it, and I was also part of the stamp club from that company Kenmore. But anyways, you would buy the cards, and then attach the stamps. So there's how many are in this collection exactly? Anyways, I think it says on this. Um, there are 20 cards in this set, and I think I have all of them. But this one's Crazy Cat. See if I can get my camera to focus on this stuff. Come on, you can do it, camera. You can do it. I don't know, maybe that's as good as it's gonna get for this, but there's Crazy Cat. A lot of these are like from the the early days of comic strips, since it's the comic strip classic. So this is Cast and Jammer Kids. Terry and the Pirates. Tunerville, folks. A lot of these I don't even know. Like I like reading comic strips, like from the newspaper. Like a lot of these are like from the funnies in newspapers, obviously. But interesting. Blondie. This also dates me. Like I mentioned that these were from the 90s. Like as you can see, the price of stamps at that time was 32 cents. So shows how old they are. This is Dick Tracy. Since I'm showing off Dick Tracy, I wanted to kind of show this, just the single stamp. When you would buy these, they would send you just the stamp, but since I was part of that stamp club, they would send you these grab bags, and I just happened to, in one of the grab bags, they sent me a canceled stamp that had already been used as well. So I have the unused stamp that's mounted to the card and the regular stamp that someone actually mailed something with back in the day in the 90s. Popeye. That's a classic Flash Gordon there. Flash Gordon kind of laid the groundwork for a lot of superhero comics and just the genre of like space opera and like sci-fi. That's a classic right there. We got... I wish my camera would focus on these a little bit better. Let me pause real quick to see if I can clean the lens maybe. Well, looks like this might be as good as it's going to get, but this is Bringing Up Father. This is Nancy, I believe. Yeah. On the back, they have like little facts about the comic and stuff like that. The Yellow Kid. Prince Valiant. That's another classic. This was more of like a medieval comic. Alley-oop. We talked about Rube Goldberg in the class. There's Rube Goldberg's inventions there. Some classic stuff. You can see one of the classic Rube Goldberg machines there. I wish my camera would focus better on this stuff, but I'm not sure what's up with that. It might just be when I'm in this director's mode, that where my face is on the screen, it's better with far away stuff. But anyways, Little Orphan Annie, another classic there. Barney Google. This one is kind of funny because I had the original stamp at one point, but it came off of the card somehow. It didn't adhere it correctly, I guess. But I have the stamp right here. It was part of another one of those, actually the same grab bag that the Dick Tracy one was in, so I could probably adhere it to the card, but they would send you these very specialized pieces of plastic to actually stick it to the card, so I'd probably have to jury rig it somehow with tape or something to actually get it on the card. But I do have the stamp there for that card. This is Gasoline Alley. This is in one of the anthologies we read. I forget which one offhand, but I kind of was almost taken out of the my immersion when I saw Gasoline Alley because it seemed to be like sort of a red herring in the anthology because it didn't fit with some of the more modern stuff that was in that anthology. But it was kind of a little bit of a palate cleanser from some of the other stuff in there, since it really didn't fit the theme of the other comics that was in that anthology. Lil Abner. And the last one here is Brenda Starr, Reporter. But yeah, so I thought those were kind of cool. I probably should have just recorded this without my face on the screen because you could have seen the actual art a little bit better. But I did make a longer video that shows off like a lot of my trading cards on my YouTube channel if you're into that. And I think I do show these, but I don't think I go into as much detail on each one as in that video. But anyways, just wanted to show those. I collect a lot of crap, and stamps are one of the things that I collect, and so I thought I'd show these since they're comic related. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.